This is ABC 7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us. Topping our news at this hour, the importance of pool safety. According to the Florida Swimming Pool Association, Florida loses more children under the age of 5 to drowning than any other state.
Just this past Saturday, a 2-year-old boy fell into a pool at a home in Sarasota County. Neighbors performed CPR on the boy until paramedics arrived, but he did not regain consciousness. He was pronounced dead 2 days later. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo is joining us now live with some important safety tips from Arlington Park, where swim classes are taking place. Dwayne.
Well, that's right, Haley. Yet another tragedy that swim instructors say is totally preventable. This month is National Water Safety Month, which gives instructors an opportunity to teach safety to children and parents. And that's extra important during hot summer months like this one, when pools like this stay busy. For Suncoast swimming instructor Alina Spencer, pool safety is all about ABCs.
A, adult supervision. Never let your kids around the water by themselves. B, barriers. There needs to be pool fence, there needs to be doors locked, or a gate locked that they can't get in and open themselves. And then C, you have classes.
In fact, Florida swimming pools are required to feature a barrier at least 48 inches high surrounding it. Some barriers even alerting parents in other rooms.
You know, they have pool alarms to where if anything is disruptive of the water, it sets an alarm off. So that is a great thing to have.
Alarms used as a precaution, but Spencer says to prevent drownings, it's a necessity for kids in Florida to know how to swim and know what to do to survive.
The younger sometimes is a little bit easier. They do have that fear, but they're not as resistant. The longer you wait, the more that fear builds up.
And for parent Jason Riggle, he took Spencer's advice.
Living in Florida, you're always around water.
His 2-year-old daughter has been taking swimming lessons since she was 1.
I've known how to swim all my life, and knowing that, I wanted that for my child too.
I always keep my eyes on them, always.
Sonia Dickey also taught her 2 kids to swim at a young age. She stresses awareness in the water.
The strokes and the floating, everything comes later. The first moments in the water, just to have them be comfortable and be there for them.
And while accompanying a toddler in water, Spencer's main focus, guiding them to the pool wall.
Drownings are not that typical flailing the arms up in the air, screaming and crying for help. For kids, it is 100% silent. You will not hear it. So we don't ever want them to try to go after something or a person. Everything is always to the wall, because that will always be there. That never leaves.
Also instilling another way to survive in the water.
And we teach them how to turn over and float on their back so they can rest and breathe, and then when they're ready, turn back over and try to get to where they need to go.
Well, Scott and Haley, the American Red Cross also has a campaign to improve pool safety. Not only by getting kids to learn how to swim, but by getting parents to fence and lock their pools. Back to you.
All right, Dwayne, busy day there at the pool at Arlington Park. Thank you so much. 2 people, including a newspaper delivery woman, are behind bars for allegedly stealing packages from several condo complexes on Longboat Key. Longboat Key police say Aaron Perkins and his girlfriend, Rakaya Parks, stole parcels from people's doorsteps. Parks was able to get into the complexes because she was working as a newspaper delivery driver. 2 of the targeted complexes, the Tangerine Bay Club and the Sanctuary. Police say when they searched the couple's home, they found a number of packages that had been reported stolen. Inside the packages, everything from linens to cooking utensils.
And what we always suggest are to have the parcel companies, whether it's a UPS, a FedEx, or US Mail, not drop it off in a publicly viewable place, someplace where anybody can see it as they're walking by. It just offers a potential criminal just that much more opportunity.
So far, police have identified 10 residents who reported stolen packages, and they believe there could be more. Contact Longboat Key Police Department if you believe one of your packages may have been taken.
Northport police are warning people to be on the lookout for a cop impersonator. Police say a man posing as an officer in a white shirt and black pants went to a home in Globe Terrace on Monday. The man asked the woman at home if she knew about a disturbance next door. When she said no, he walked away. The woman's boyfriend called police. Officers followed a car matching the description of the suspect's vehicle but lost him. A trio from Tampa is arrested in Sarasota for trafficking counterfeit credit cards. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies arrested Morante Gilbert, Carlos Goodman, and Skylar Waits. Deputies say the Walmart on Cattleman Road contacted them last night after employees noticed that the suspects were using multiple credit cards to buy items and gift cards. Deputies say they searched the suspect's vehicle and found 33 credit cards, 15 gift cards, and nearly $9,000 in cash. All three face multiple charges, and the investigation is ongoing.
A huge development that includes a hotel, homes, and businesses is being proposed once again for a plot of land in South Sarasota. Siesta Promenade would go up on more than 23 acres of land at the northwest corner of Stickney Point Road and US 41. In 2014, Benderson Development announced plans for a hotel and commercial space there, but residents nearby argued there was already enough shopping in the area and the project would bring more traffic. Benderson's current proposal includes 150 hotel rooms, 600 residential units, and 140,000 square feet of commercial space. Sarasota County Development Review Committee will look over the plans at a meeting tomorrow.
And now it's time to get a check on our forecast. It's a hot one out there for sure. Let's head over to Bob.
Yeah, not as many cooling showers around. Today, we've had a few brief showers in Manatee County right around noon, but most of the action has been well inland. Arcadia getting over 2 inches of rainfall nearby. We are kind of keeping an eye in this area right here. The models aren't picking up on this, but there's some showers developing about 80 miles to 90 miles offshore of the Suncoast that are pushing off these. So this may be a little piece of the upper level energy that will move on by late tonight, say after 10 o'clock or so, and could bring us some showers and maybe even an isolated thunderstorm. We'll keep an eye on that. Most of the rain that was around Arcadia has now slipped well to the east, some big storms there, and it looks as though we are not seeing anything along the coastline at this time. A few lightning strikes well offshore with this little energy. We'll keep an eye on it. As I said, a chance for some showers, but it's a long way off. Still over 6 hours away if it continues on its present course. Well, more in the forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. Work on the diverging diamond at the University Parkway and I-75 intersection is almost at the halfway point. According to the Florida Department of Transportation, the project is now 40% complete. So far, a temporary bridge has been erected on I-75 to allow for the construction of the new southbound bridge. But while the I-75 south and northbound bridge construction is underway, officials say come late summer, early fall drivers will begin to see more changes along University Parkway.
We're going to be shifting all lanes to the very outside of University Parkway to start constructing for the diverging diamond on the interior portion of University Parkway.
FDOT officials say the project is currently on schedule for 2017 completion.
City of Palmetto is looking into creating a new parking ordinance. It's part of an overall effort to make the downtown area more friendly for pedestrians and bicyclists. The ordinance would allow companies to purchase extra parking spaces at $13,000 per space. That money would go into a trust fund and collected for up to 10 years. The city would use the money from the fund to create the businesses' desired parking spaces. City plans to discuss the ordinance during a workshop on June 6th.
Bradenton's McKechnie Field is in the running to be named one of the best ballparks in America. McKechnie, which was originally built in 1923, is home to the Bradenton Marauders and the spring training home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. The publication Ballpark Digest is taking votes to find the best fields. McKechnie is up against Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. Earlier this year, McKechnie was voted best spring training facility in Florida by this publication. To vote, just go to ballparkdigest.com. It's a nice one.
Seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yeah, it sure is.
So.
A lot of great parks here along the west coast of Florida.
Yeah,
I tell you, we have been watching the Ospreys for a couple of months now, and Sonny just continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And just a minute ago, at the edge, doing something. Doing the business, I guess. Luckily, it was just before the camera went live. So, looks like Sonny not doing as much today as far as flapping the wings, but we'll see. We could get a little action here.
But last night we had some
we have
action.
some video showing the hovering that was happening using that strong wind, Bob, out of out of the southwest, southeast.
Yeah, feeding into that storm, so it didn't need to flap much. Boy, that's the
look at the wind, just
aerodynamics, the
Bernoulli
effect. That's what it's called, with the high and low pressure, with the winds blowing by. Yeah.
So we know that Sonny can fly.
Absolutely.
At least over the nest. It just needs
with the soundtrack too.
I know. Just needs to take that next step and and follow Mom out to
Yep.
Sarasota Bay and do a little fishing.
Almost there.
That's what we're waiting for. Thank you, Bob. Still to come in your Suncoast News, improving scholarships in Florida, what the incoming Senate president wants to do to help keep college students in the state.
Plus, the good and bad of gluten-free diets, why it may not be the best option for kids when it's not medically necessary.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better eater.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Join us this Saturday night at 7 for the House to Home Show, featuring some of the finest homes for sale right here on the Sun Coast. Whatever your taste, you're certain to find properties that satisfy your particular buying preference. Your dream home may be just a phone call away. The House to Home Show presented by SWC Properties right here on ABC 7. If you'd like to see your home featured on the House to Home Show, contact one of our agents at SWC today.
At ABC 7, it's all about being here for you. Introducing ABC 7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community. With a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
In a world of likes, comments, and tweets, when was the last time you had a face-to-face conversation with someone? With the perfect selfie or the right words, you control what people see.
Social media is kind of like the art exhibition of our life, where we have the opportunity to curate it, to communicate whatever we want.
Does having more friends on social media mean more friendships? We turn to the experts, teenagers, in our series Living Without Technology, tonight on ABC 7 News at 11.
All this month, ABC 7 is giving you the chance to win a dream vacation for two to Hawaii. Start your day with Good Morning Suncoast every weekday and look for our vacay word of the day. Then register that day's word by midnight at mysuncoast.com. Good luck. ABC 7's Pump Patrol, a list of the Suncoast's cheapest gas on mysuncoast.com.
Care and precision, marked by the fine details that showcase the quality of a craftsman and the passion of a true artist. Pieces that inspire, that express so much without saying a single word, where past treasures can continue in new hands. A glimmer, a sparkle, the light that dazzles and amazes. McCarver & Moser Jewelers, 36 years of excellence.
Florida students may soon have access to new and improved scholarship opportunities.
The incoming Florida Senate president says scholarships will help take the state's higher education system to the next level. Joe Negron says that expanded scholarships are part of his goal to make some Florida universities competitive with the best public schools in the country. He wants to restore the top tier of the Bright Futures scholarships to pre-recession award levels. Currently, the Bright Futures Awards, known as academic scholars, covers about half the cost of tuition. He hopes to increase that.
I would love to see us increase the top level Bright Futures, the academic scholars level, to 100% of tuition plus $300 a semester for books. That's goal one.
Negron also wants to expand need-based scholarships such as the Florida Student Assistance Grant and the Florida Residence Access Grant.
Pretty exciting PE class today for some students at Daughtry Preparatory School of Arts and Sciences. Members of the Tampa Bay Lightning Build the Thunder street hockey team visiting the school in Bradenton today. Kids in 3rd through 5th grade got to learn how to play street hockey. A small rink was set up on the basketball court and the players got to teach hockey moves to the students.
We're learning how to shoot the puck and the hockey stance. They lined us up and had us
play hockey until we made a shot.
As part of the event, the school received hockey equipment to use year-round, and the students got to take home a hockey stick and a ball. And many of them may be watching the game tonight. Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals, the Lightning and the Penguins.
You know, they did that at the Stewart Elementary where my daughter goes just about 4 weeks ago, and they passed out all these hockey sticks. They brought all these hockey sticks. Now, there's another Stewart up in Tampa, and they were supposed to go there, but they showed up there. Yeah.
Hey, not complaining.
Yeah, and so by the time they would have driven back up there, they would have been in school, so they gave them out there, so they got a bonus there.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
nice.
It was nice.
That's cool.
We just saw Soda come in with a fish, and I got to tell you, these fish are hungry because they went right at it. They said, "Give me my food." And it was interesting. So again, we've got the Osprey cam right there. They're eating now, and it was just a quick drop-off. I mean, it was like a quick delivery, no tip, just kind of get out of here.
Back at it.
We'll see you later.
Yeah. Go fishing again.
Well, it wasn't good fishing weather this time last night, but we did see some great sights, and a lot of these photos were sent in and got caught up in our content catcher. But now that you are approved, it won't happen again. And so we appreciate that shot. And Palmer getting this nice Siesta double rainbow. What does it all mean? What does it all mean? Double rainbow. Here's a look all the way. Lakewood Ranch webcam showing a lot of clouds around. Inland mainly, and now notice the last few frames here, we're starting to see some buildup of some of these cumulus clouds, indicating that we could see a few showers still inland. Near the coast, not much going on right now. I think that may change, though, as we head into the 10 o'clock hour tonight, as some of this energy off in the Gulf moves our way. We'll talk more about that in a bit. We had a few showers around Manatee County into Bradenton near Parrish, and now one just east of I-75. The heavy weather that was near Arcadia is well east of the state now. Still some light showers lingering there, but the storms around very light into Arcadia and just to the northeast of Lakewood Ranch. That's what we were seeing on the time lapse there. This area really has flared up within the last couple of hours, and forecast models not having a good grasp of it. They didn't project this, and so we'll watch it. It's moving to the east at around 10 to 15 miles an hour, and there's a chance some of it could hold together the way it looks right now. It is over some very warm water off in the Gulf Loop current, but some lightning strikes there. This is about 100 miles west of Manatee County at this time. And as I mentioned, it is all kind of moving to the east, a little upper level energy along the jet stream there, bringing that shower activity and creating some lift. Not much rain near the coast. Boy, yesterday we had up to nearly 7 inches of rain just to the northeast of Arcadia and southwest of Sebring. Today, nearly 3 inches near Arcadia, and a little less to the west of that, but still over 1.5 inches. Not much at all in Sarasota. And we had 0.4 of an inch of rain just to the northwest of Parrish, and near Parrish had some rainfall earlier today, as I mentioned. A little cloudiness here in the Gulf, and that will spread off to the east through the evening hours. Right now we have mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. The dew point pretty high, 71 degrees, and west winds are at 9. The pressure 2994, and that has been holding steady somewhat. 87 in Jacksonville. It's 89 now in Orlando. Around the coastline, low 80s to mid 80s there. Inland areas 90 in Arcadia now, and it's in 82 in Wauchula with some clouds moving in. Well, the RPM forecast model not showing that area out there in the Gulf, and looks like most of the heavy weather will stay down to our south. Looks like we'll see scattered showers on Thursday. A few coastal showers are possible, and then inland storms in the afternoon. And then we'll return to those afternoon and evening variety of storms by Friday. For boaters, it looks like this. A light chop out there to mostly smooth conditions. Seas running right around 2 feet, and we'll have west to southwest winds at around 10 knots. Water temperature starting to warm up. 83 degrees and 86 for high near the area beaches. A low tide, the next tide at 6:47. Sunset will be at 8:14. And for tonight, partly cloudy, a few scattered showers later on tonight. 74 for your low. The extended forecast calling for a 30% chance for a few morning showers again on Friday, and then inland afternoon storms over the weekend at 40% chance, and then less on Tuesday and Wednesday as some drier air moves in. Back to you, Scott.
All right, Bob, thank you. Not a Suncoast traffic watch. We don't see any crashes on the map right now, but we are seeing some traffic backing up near I-75 and Fruitville. Looks like the lanes heading east on Fruitville, a little backed up, but not too bad. And it's all green on the interstate, which is great news. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, a study finds children exposed to high levels of Bisphenol A in the womb were more overweight by the age of 7. That's according to a study in Environmental Health Perspectives. It's feared that the chemical, which is found in items like some food plastic containers, tin cans, and water bottles, alters the programming of the unborn child's metabolism, causing problems in the years to come. Researchers have found that the higher level of BPA, or Bisphenol A, in a pregnant woman's body, the heavier their child was at the age of 7. Experts say BPA can leach into food, be breathed in, or absorbed through the skin. Putting kids on gluten-free diets, even when they don't have celiac disease or a wheat allergy, may carry more risks than benefits, according to the journal Pediatrics. Gluten-free diets have become popular. However, celiac disease is very rare. It affects less than 1% of the population. Experts say gluten-free packaged foods are often higher in fat and sugar, and studies have found that some people become overweight after starting a gluten-free diet. Plus, gluten-free foods are not fortified with vitamins and minerals, and so following a gluten-free diet may lead to nutritional deficiencies. Women who attend religious services frequently may live longer. A 16-year-long Harvard study showed women who attended religious services regularly were 33% less likely to die during the study period, compared with women who never attended services. Once a week attendees were 26% less likely to die, and those who attended on occasion were 23% less likely to die. Most of the study participants were Catholic or Protestant. These women were not less likely to get cancer or heart disease, just more likely to survive those conditions. Coming up, a nightmare of a commute would cause the fire in New York City that crippled train service. And a cat jumps on an opportunity, how this feline found freedom at one of the country's busiest airports.
Join us this Saturday night at 7 for the House to Home show, featuring some of the finest homes for sale right here on the Sun Coast. Whatever your taste, you're certain to find properties that satisfy your particular buying preference. Your dream home may be just a phone call away. The House to Home show presented by SWC Properties right here on ABC 7. If you'd like to see your home featured on the House to Home show, contact one of our agents at SWC today.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC 7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC 7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community. Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Don Brennan. Looking for healthy foods and natural foods can seem like the best way to go, but packaging can be misleading.
Tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll have tips on how to avoid falling for deceptive marketing on labels. John?
A cold front down the road will end our rainfall chances. We'll talk about when that will arrive bright and early.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you. Introducing the all-new MySuncoast.com. MySuncoast.com has been completely redesigned and includes even more great content and features, including Marketplace, the area's most complete group of listings for local businesses, an all-new entertainment section with the latest news, events, and happenings from around the Suncoast, and your photo submissions. A brand new experience on your desktop or mobile device. The all-new MySuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
On the Suncoast.
And across America, the news you care about
is on your Suncoast News at 5.
And ABC World News Tonight at 6:30.
People you trust. Scott Dennis, Haley Wilgus, David Muir.
First, the Suncoast.
And then the world.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast. Only on ABC 7.
That's Chuck, proud homeowner, regular do-it-yourselfer. Today he's attempting an electrical repair. This is Pablo. He's an electrician with Mr. Sparky. How's he doing, Pablo?
Terrible, Mike.
Yeah. What Chuck doesn't realize is that almost 68,000 home fires are caused every year by electrical problems.
What?
If you don't have the proper tools and training, he's liable to start the next one.
Little help here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
You might want to write that number down.
Crippling delays today for commuters in and out of New York City after a fire shuts down the metro trains. The fire started beneath elevated train tracks in Harlem at a garden supply store. One firefighter suffered a minor injury, but no one else was hurt. Some witnesses say a spark from the train may have ignited the fertilizer, lumber, and propane tanks stored underneath the tracks. The blaze was so intense it bent steel and blew off bolts from the tracks.
After the spark, it was a loud explosion, like a big bomb.
The inferno halted train service and left thousands of commuters stranded on their way home.
Waiting at a busy airport can make anyone a little antsy, even a feline. A cat managed to get out of its pet carrier and onto a moving walkway at Chicago's O'Hare Airport. His escape, as you see here, was captured on video and posted on Instagram. The person who shot the video blocked Ozzy's path at the end of the walkway and handed him back to his owner, who put him back in the carrier. Cats are sneaky. A fancy pink diamond fetched a fancy price at a European auction. The 15.38 carat unique pear-shaped pink diamond sold for a record $31.6 million at Sotheby's in Geneva. It's the most expensive pink diamond ever to sell at auction. But at the most expensive diamond of any kind ever sold is actually the $48.4 million Blue Moon of Josephine. It's pretty
They even
nice.
have their own names, huh?
Yes, they do. They're special.
Back here in the Suncoast, a hammerhead shark surprises a group of fishermen off Anna Maria Island. Charter Captain William Osborne was fishing off of Bean Point when a hammerhead shark surfaced near his boat. The 13-foot shark wasn't after him, but the tarpon he was trying to reel in. Osborne shot video of the pursuit. A few days earlier, he says a shark took a massive bite of another tarpon that he was trying to catch. That is a big shark and moving fast. Look at that.
Wow.
And then Friday, at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Course in Lakewood Ranch, a golfer, Dave McLaughlin, took this video and sent it to us. It shows an alligator that's around 6 feet long with what looks like a large snake in its mouth, possibly a python or an eel. Well, a hearty meal for a hungry gator, whatever it was. Looks like he won that battle right there.
Yeah. They win, I would imagine, a lot of battles. Other than that one we had with the dog that, fought off the gator,
Yeah.
I think gators prevail a lot of the time. It's scary. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, a warning about coyotes, where the predatory animals have been spotted on the Suncoast.
Plus, too many dogs and cats and not enough space. What Manatee County Animal Services is doing about its overcrowding problem. That's next.
At ABC7, it's all about being here for you. Introducing ABC7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community. With a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Tomorrow on ABC7 News at 7.
We haven't gotten an effective method for controlling the mosquito. We do not have a vaccine. All of these things take time and they take money.
Congress offers a fraction of the needed funds for Zika. How will it affect the Suncoast? I'm Alan Cohn. We'll have that story plus our roundtable discussion.
Tomorrow on ABC7 News at 7. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you. At ABC7, it's all about being here for you. Introducing ABC7 News at 7 with award-winning investigative journalist Alan Cohn. In-depth reporting and debate on important issues and stories in our community. With a featured topic of the day and a live roundtable discussion with community leaders and newsmakers. Plus a quick recap of the day's top stories and weather. ABC7 News at 7, weeknights. Now more than ever, we're here for you, Suncoast.
Join us this Saturday night at 7 for the House to Home show, featuring some of the finest homes for sale right here on the Sun Coast. Whatever your taste, you're certain to find properties that satisfy your particular buying preference. Your dream home may be just a phone call away. The House to Home Show, presented by SWC Properties, right here on ABC 7. If you'd like to see your home featured on the House to Home Show, contact one of our agents at SWC today.
Care and precision, marked by the fine details that showcase the quality of a craftsman and the passion of a true artist. Pieces that inspire, that express so much without saying a single word, where past treasures can continue in new hands. A glimmer, a sparkle, the light that dazzles and amazes. McCarver & Moser Jewelers, 36 years of excellence.